What's up, everybody? How's it going? Josh here. I just got back from Bagby Hot Springs yesterday, and before I left to go on my trip, I was looking for my little camera that I use. It's a little Sony Bloggy camera that I use for my videos usually, and it was nowhere to be found. And I looked everywhere, and so I said, oh well, I'll just take my other camera. So I took the one I'm using now, the digital, the video cam, put it in my bag, and we headed up there. I filmed a little bit, I loaded a video earlier about the road trip up there, you know, just a little glimpse of the road, and my intention was to get up there and to do a little video about Bagby, and of course, I love doing videos. I wanted to do one out in the woods. And so I put everything in my pouch, and we ate some mushrooms, and we hiked up to the hot springs. And when I got there, it was dark, and it was starting to peak, and I leaned I hung my clothes over the edge of there's this wood thing, there's a trough behind there. I didn't see the trough, I forgot it was there. And all the hot water runs down the trough, and you open up the plug to fill your tub. And I set my clothes like right in the fucking trough. And I just got my shirt and my underwear just totally soaked. I was like, nah. So anyway, there's all this confusion and everything, and I went to grab my camera, and something had spilled in my bag. I don't know if it was water or what, but my camera was dead, and it wouldn't turn on at all. The sensor had become clogged. And it remained that way for the whole trip. And so I was unable to take any pictures at all, and do any videos. And no big deal, right? Well, when you go somewhere on vacation, you want to take pictures, right? And I'm always the guy that's taking pictures. Pictures of the campsite, pictures of the family, videos of what's going on. And it's such a relief not to have a camera on vacation or on a camping trip. I mean, it's from these days, everybody has the camera. You know, back when it was film, you know, there was always one person in the group that had a camera. Now with the phones and everything, everybody's taking pictures. And does that really add anything to the experience, or does it detract from it in a way? Like, the memories that we have are always flawed as to the actual experience we had. But we when I go on vacation, I'm always filming, and I feel like I'm always behind a camera. I'm always trying to capture this reality, this moment, on film. And it's nice to not. So I just kind of wanted to say that, try not taking a camera sometime when you go somewhere. Of course, if you have your phone, it's nearly impossible, but it's kind of nice to not have to worry about, ooh, take a picture of this. It forces you to take a mental picture. But anyway, it was, I want to continue telling you about the experience if you care, but it was really funny because we only took a few mushrooms, but it was enough. I mean, it was more than enough. I didn't realize how potent they were, and they're these big, long log tubs. So we get in the tubs, and they're in these private little stalls and stuff, and I sit there, and I'm just like, oh my God, it's the night of the eclipse, and I really wanted to see the eclipse, and it turned out to be the night we were going to Bagby, and it was clear. I couldn't believe it. It was perfect. It was about 9 or 10 at night, so we get in the tubs, and I'm like, I couldn't get out. It was so cold. My clothes were wet, so I didn't know what to do. It was I wanted to see the moon, but I didn't want to get dressed. Long story short, by the time we finally came down enough to get out and get dressed and head down the trail, we finally saw the moon, and it was gorgeous, but it was full. And I said, where's the eclipse? Because it goes on from, until 2:30 in the morning. We got back to the campsite. It was fucking 4:30. I mean, I thought it was midnight. I mean, the time was just, what? I spent 6 hours sitting in that tub just tripping balls. It was a phenomenal experience. I feel like my peak occurred right during the eclipse. And so it was a very, very awakening experience. And I had a lot of fun. You can see the steam rising up towards the stars from all the hot springs. And sometimes it will cause them to glimmer and shimmer in certain ways. Sometimes some of them will disappear, and you can't tell what's going on. And there's something about hot springs, but that particular place is really cool, and I'm glad it's held its coolness for all these years. There's two big tubs and three shorter tubs, and then like 6 or 7 single tubs. But the single tubs, I mean, you could fit 2 in there. You could fit 3 people if you wanted to. Like 2 feet wide by 16 feet deep by 8 feet long. They're huge. And yeah, so it was a great time. And not having my camera was kind of sucky, but at the same time it took away that, oh, I should take a picture of this, or I should film this. And so it was just a blast. I just wanted to share that with everybody. It was a great night. Totally worth it. I can't wait to go back.